Okay, welcome to my tutorial on SQL Server and some batch processes, some basic stuff you will definitely need when you need to use SQL Server. Um, this is just a brief demonstration of how you can basically select some data from your datasets that are somehow connected between themselves. I have three tables. GDP tab, it contains list of GDP per capita for all countries. So let's see. Okay, so just as I said, you always have some country code and GDP, but notice that it is quite difficult to understand what's behind the country code. You get only abbreviation of the country, and it's not obvious which country is that. Okay, so that will be subject matter of our first task: show GDP by countries, not by country code. Then I have a tab called country codes. This actually gives us a bridge between the country code and the country. Okay, and the last table is called PIIGS. It contains some countries that have problems with debt. Those are countries from Europe, and this is why it's called PIIGS: Portugal, Italy, Ireland, Greece, Spain. Okay, PIIGS. Those are the countries with some problems in public finance and debt financing. Okay, so we have seen the tables, and now we are going to solve some problems. So, show GDP by countries. As I said before, we have the GDP tab, and the only identificator of the country is the country code. Okay, and instead of the country code, we would like to see the country name, and for this reason we will use the tab country codes. I'll just copy this thing below this one so that you can see the whole thing. We would like to see this thing over here, this thing over here, instead of the abbreviation. Okay, so there are several methods how you can do this. I'll just show you one, and you can search the internet for many others. Okay, so let's start. So I'll start from the comment over here, and I definitely do not want to see the country code, but I want to see the GDP. Okay, so if I erase this and I run this command, I only get the GDP. And well, I need to append the column with the names of the countries. Okay, so I'll do that basically adding some information from the other table, and the important thing is that I need to somehow find the pair sign, the pairing stuff. The pairing stuff will be thing or information that is common for both tables, and that is the country code, because it's included in both tables. Okay, you can see that it's included over here and as well as in the other table. So this will be the pairing sign. Okay, so let's keep GDP over here, and now I want to add the information from this table. So I'll add another select, and this select will actually somehow add the country name. Okay, so I'll select country name from this table, and here comes the information about the pair. Okay, let's call this GDP tab. Let's call it GDP table. This is just a shorthand for this, where country name, this is the column in the country codes, equals GDP table, sorry, not country name but country code, GDP table country code. Okay, so this country code is referred to this table, and this country code is referred to this table. So I have so-called correlated select. Okay, so when I run this this query, I erase this. When I run this query, it will give me the demanded view. Don't forget to add comma over here. Okay, so I get it. I get the view I actually wanted. Let's just verify by United States. We would like to see some high number over there. Yeah, 47,000 and something. It's quite high. Okay, so basically our first task is done. Okay, one more thing I can do is I can name this column as country, say. Okay, fine. That's a nice view, isn't it? And secondly, we would like to add a column that will somehow identify whether the country which is listed over here is in the pigs list. Okay, so we like for these countries to show that it belongs there. This is slightly more demanding. Notice that the pigs countries can only be identified by the name. There is no country code. Okay, so what we have to do is basically to use this select, because we are sure that this select shows the countries. Okay, and based on this observation, we add whether it is included in the table or not. Okay, so we will use a case which is something like if case when, and now comes the condition. Okay, case when so case when we select the country name like this one, and it's included in this table, select country from pics. Yes, it's called like that. So when this condition is satisfied, then we would like to see in this column that will in the new column, we would like to see yes, it's there, otherwise no. We need to type AND so that the computer knows that that the case command has ended, and let's call it PIIGS ID, like identification. Okay, I'll go back once again, and here we get it. So we definitely know that Cameroon is not in that list, and so let's see, for instance, Italy, because we are sure that Italy is over there, or Spain. Yes, Spain is in the PIIGS table. Okay, Greece as well, Ireland. So it works fine. The key point is this statement over here. Okay, this is the condition that is evaluated. So what it does is it selects country name, just like in here, and if it finds the country name in the table of PIIGS, this is done by the in statement. It basically runs this command, okay, and if it is found over here, then it adds yes or no to the PIIGS column. Okay, so that's basically what the new statement does. Okay, and it is necessary to have the comma here so that a SQL Server can add another column. Okay, so that was our task number 2. Okay, we have the identification of the PIIGS, and now we would like to see the max, average and min GDP per capita for all PIIGS countries. So for those that have yes over here, we would like to see some aggregate statistics for this group, and the aggregate statistics will be average, max and minimum GDP. So let me erase this thing, and well, to get the view we want, we have to add some more stuff over here. We basically will call this some table, and from this table, from this view, we will obtain some results, okay, using so-called aggregate functions. So we will call all this as some complete list or complete view. Let's call it complete view, and above that we create a select complete view dot asterisk. This basically means everything from like this. So if we run this command, it basically gives us the same information, but later we can add some more functions. I'll just indent. So you can see nothing has changed. But now we can use a complete view as a new table, okay, and call some aggregate functions over the complete view. So let's say we want the max, average, and minimum of the PIIGS. So we firstly impose a condition on this column. We want only the PIIGS, so at where complete view dot PIIGS ID equals yes. So this will give us, this will restrict this this view only on the PIIGS countries. Okay, yes. Okay, and now we can aggregate these numbers. Firstly, we want to see the maximum. So the maximum is of Ireland, 47,000. So let's use the aggregate function. Say max complete view dot GDP from, we can see it's correct, and let's call it maximum GDP, then add average GDP, and also add minimum GDP. Let's call this one as average GDP as minimum GDP. Okay, so now it's complete. You basically will see all the information. Okay, so you can see that if you know how to write the command, it gives you nice views very easily and very fast. Okay, so don't forget to visit my channel once again.